Danny, happy with the point?
Oh, good question. I think it stops the rot of 4 straight defeats. And it's massively important. Firstly, don't come here and make it 5 straight defeats. But make no mistake, we were coming to win. And I think when they go a goal down, obviously it's a big kick in the gut, because you're now coming from behind again against a team who will now sit behind the ball and play the games with the ref in the dark arts, and we've been there, but sooner or later you've got to come back and win those games. So I think when it goes to 1-0 and half-time, you think, okay, will you take a point? Probably not. We're still going for the win. So no, we're happy with the point. Not in there high-fiving, but it has stopped a bad run of results. There was some missed chances which we'll look back over, but I think we should have scored a few of them. Ross made a good save, but overall we dominated. But could have all the possession and chances in the world. It's the result that matters. We got a point. It's better than none, but not as good as 3.
Seems to be a bit of an Achilles heel as well. It was a slide ball straight through the middle, wasn't it, at times, and that's happened before, hasn't it, this season?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it's great because when we are free flowing in it, that ball from Mandy into Shex comes off and we score from it. What a great move, we're all saying, myself included. And when it gets cut out and we break, and they cheated a bit, left 2 up, and after that, when the lad turns and slips it in, it's tough. And then Grimes has got a decision; he probably gets sent off if he tackles the lad. So, I think you look at tonight, we had a few players. Shex has come into the team. Paul McCallum's come in. Tim's now playing a position where he come in as a deeper midfielder. Now he's learning that higher midfield one and doing ever so well. And you're looking at it and going, we're still getting to know each other in certain areas of the pitch, but we were disappointed not to win the game. Of course, we were great for Macca to score a goal. I think the supporters got glimpses of what he can do. Is that, for me, the best one of, or a couple of best target men in the league, and could score goals. I think he's finishing not just a lump, he's got good goal in his finishes, and it's going to take a while for players to know where to hit him, when to cross, when not to cross. But we're in the sort of running now, the season, so we've got to start getting to know each other quickly, because from now going forward, points won't be enough to get into that 3rd place. But I think after a run of 4 defeats and going goal behind, we're not jubilant with the point, but we'll take it, and we'll take it into Solihull, and now we'll look for the 3 there.
A little tweak with Akinola, obviously more advanced position, sort of playing 1 behind the 1, isn't he? He had a great game this evening, didn't he?
It's just energy and life, and it doesn't come natural to him, a lot of those things, playing as the 10, as everyone calls it, off the centre forward. A lot of teams play that position as like an Asante or a second centre forward. That makes sense, or a number 9 that can drop deep. Tim's coming from Arsenal being a 4, meaning a deepest midfielder, and now he's the complete opposite of the midfield scale and doing ever so well. So you can see the boys at the end, we were going for it, we were taking goal kicks quickly, we were trying to sort of get that 3 points. Imagine the feeling after we're standing now with the 3 points. So the boys had a right go. Obviously the points return the last 5 games we're not happy with at all. But sometimes, like the gaffer always says, you've got to take a bit of pain, and the last 4 games have certainly been painful for us and the supporters. And hopefully today's that turning point. Now we go to Solihull and get those 3 points.
It was much better in the second half, and 48 seconds getting the goal as well. A great cross from the right hand side, and he did that a couple of times, didn't he, Ryan?
Yeah, if you look at Shex and Kingy and Bailey and Brandon, their deliveries and their attacking play has been great this season. And I think you saw from Paul McCallum, yes, I think the lad missed it in the near post, but he's in the right place, doesn't blaze it over the bar, it's the target, and follows up to put it in. So there was some really good play, with a few iffy decisions. I think that Dobbs was lucky not to get his ankle broken by someone who did it to Cavs last year, and the ref let it go. So we've got to come over those sort of things. Remember nights like tonight where not everything's gone for us, if you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, back to your original question. We could talk about chances and all that. We wanted to get the win tonight. We didn't get it. But like I say, it does take us into Solihull, ending that rot of 4 defeats, which nobody wants to see.
What was you thinking when Jamie Grimes made a long run to try and tackle Minoga from what happened with the tackle on Shamanga last year?
Listen, everyone tells me he's a great lad, the lad, and I certainly don't know him personally. He might be a great lad, but I'm just a little bit disappointed where referees are aware of maybe some of the faults or things that are said about our players, and some maybe don't do their research in the opposition players sometimes. So listen, we come away unscathed, and that's certainly not a reason for why we didn't win the game tonight. Certainly not. We missed some good chances to win, and we've got to make sure that doesn't become a running theme. And we're sitting there saying the same thing, whether it's me or the gaffer saying, missed chances. What was great tonight was that we have to look back on the goal. Probably could have defended that better. Like all goals that you concede, you can do better with. I think bar the save that Ross made, we dominated and defended really solidly from long throws and corners. I think our set pieces were a bit disappointing tonight, our deliveries and our movement from them, so that's something we can work on going into Saturday. But yeah, we've got to get ready now. We can have the long coach journey back. Supporters were fantastic again. It's nice for them to go back without the 0 points, but I'm sure they wanted a 3.